Hello dear students, in this video we are going to study non-performing assets, one of the most important concept under agriculture, finance and insurance. Myself Professor Vaishali Bharat Gholam. First of all we are going to see what is meant by assets. Assets from the common man point of view, house, car, land are the assets, and from businessman point of view, land, building, equipment, machinery are the assets. But from bankers point of view, what is the assets? From bankers point of view, loans and advances are the assets. Why? Because loans and advances provided by the banks are considered as a bank's asset, as banks will earn interest on them. That's why loans and advances are the assets from bankers point of view. The businesses sometimes default on the loan repayment, and this causes banking non-performing assets. Non-performing assets is a loan or advance for which the principal and interest payment remain overdue for a period of 90 days. Then that account are treated as a non-performing assets by the bank. A loan granted for the short duration crop will be treated as a non-performing asset if the installment of the principal and interest thereon remains overdue for the two crop season. And a loan granted for long duration crop will be treated as a non-performing assets if the installment of the principal and interest thereon remain overdue for the one crop season. Now, different types of assets. This classification of assets are based on the repayment status. Standard assets, substandard assets, doubtful assets and loss asset. Standard assets are the assets which generate regular income, are called as standard assets. Substandard assets, the assets which is overdue for a period of more than 90 days but less than 12 months. That assets are called as substandard assets. Doubtful assets, the assets which is overdue for a period of more than 12 months are called as doubtful assets. Loss assets, assets which are default or doubtful and are considered as a non-recoverable by the bank are called as loss assets. Out of these four types of assets, three types, this is substandard, doubtful and loss assets, are included under the non-performing assets. Now, what are the different causes of non-performing assets in agriculture financing? One of the most important causes is natural hazards. Agriculture is dependent upon the nature. There are different natural hazards, that is flood, landslide, drought, tsunami, wind, fire are the different natural hazardous situations which will affect the agriculture income or agriculture productivity. That's why the farmers are not able to repay the loan in time. Wrong utilization of loan amount. Most of the time farmers are not utilizing the borrow amount for that specific purpose. That's why long utilization of the loan amount may be one of the cause for higher and non-performing assets in case of agriculture financing. Lack of proper utilization of loan amount. Lack of proper analysis of loan amount, that is before borrowing the loan, farmers are not able to properly analyze the loan or project for which they are taking the loan. What are the different costs and what are the income from that project, that is not properly analyzed by the farmers. That may be one of the cause for non-performing assets in agriculture financing. Willful default. Willful defaulter means a borrower who refuses to repay loan despite having the capacity to pay up. That borrower are called as willful defaulter, or in simple words, who intentionally cheat the bank. That borrower are called as willful defaulter. Then price risk. Agriculture prices are very much changing continuously. That's why the price risk is one of the most important reason for the non-performing asset. Due to this price risk, farmer are not able to repay the loan on time. That may be one of the cause of the non-performing assets in agriculture financing. Now, impact of non-performing assets on the bank. See, banks profit will come down which they earn in the form of interest. If there are higher number of non-performing assets, that will automatically reduce the profit. Bank will become reluctant to lend, thus affecting their borrower. If there are higher number of NPAs, at that time bank will reluctant to lend the money to the borrower. That will affect the borrower. Then affect the liquidity position of the bank. Okay, due to higher NPAs in the bank. service to the good customer will get affected. Adversely affect the bank balance sheet. These are the different impacts of non-performing assets in agriculture financing. Then what is the solution for non-performing assets? SARFAESI Act, DRT Act and Lok Adalat. SARFAESI Act full form is Securitization and Reconstruction of Financial Assets and Enforcement of Security Interest Act 2002 was formulated with an intent to empower bank to recover non-performing assets without intervention of a court. The main objective behind SARFAESI Act is rapid and efficient recovery of non-performing assets and allow financial institutions and banks to auction the residential and commercial properties when a borrower becomes a defaulter and does not repay his or her loan. This in case borrower is unable to repay his or her loan for a period of 6 months consecutively, the lending bank or financial institutions has the legal rights of sending the notice to him and then asking him to clear all the dues within 60 days. This SARFAESI Act has given lots of power to bank to enforce their securities where loan is secure. Without intervention of court, bank can possess the security, sell the security and realize the amount. Prior to this act, bank must go court and litigations has got lots of time and bank find it very difficult to recover the money. SARFAESI Act ensures that bank is having good power to recover their money. Under this act, there are various benchmarks. Means first of all, bank has to give the notice. That is, first notice is for possession of assets. 60 days notice to be given by the bank and borrower can respond, and whatever reply come from the customer, bank must reply to that mail or that reply within the 15 days. Okay, then borrower can approach DRT also in 45 days. Also borrower can appeal under DRT 80 in 30 days. And for notice of sale 30 days notice is required. That means after possession, if bank want to sell the security, then another notice of 30 days is to be given by the bank to the borrower. Okay, these are the different points come under SARFAESI Act. Then one of the most important advantage of this SARFAESI Act is time save. Prior to this act, banks were used to file a civil suit. Civil suit took 10 years, 15 years, 20 years to finalize or settle the issue. So borrower were using these techniques to delay recovery by bank. After coming this act, borrower have the fear if he or she will not repay the bank loan, bank can take possession of asset. And not only do they take possession of asset, but they can sell the security. And after selling the security, the bank can recover the bank money. This was the watershed improvement in the recovery process. Then next is DRT Act. DRT Act is expedition and exclusive disposal of suit filed by the bank or financial institutions for recovery of their dues in non-performing assets account with outstanding amount of rupees 10 lakhs and above. Then Lok Adalat. Lok Adalat is the mechanism of a mutually acceptable ways of settlement of dispute. Government has advised public sector banks to utilize this mechanism to its fullest potential for recovery in non-performing asset cases. Out of these solutions, SARFAESI Act 2002 and DRT Act proved to be most beneficial among all the solutions. This is all about non-performing assets and solution for reducing the non-performing assets. Thank you.